This is the day that might shape the King of the Mountains classification and possibly the top order of the race itself. The Welsh leg heads due south from Welshpool, offering 2 Category 1 climbs at the midway point before the sting in the tail in Caerphilly. It's a lung-busting double loop of the Category 1 Caerphilly mountain before the race to the line. Rugged, exposed, demanding. Once again, Wales hosts the toughest stage in this year's event. No doubt the scenery is spectacular for the tourist, but for the riders, this one will be a long, hard day in the saddle. 4 Category 1 climbs line the route that meanders through the heart of Wales, culminating in 2 circuits of Caerphilly and its famous mountain, before the final high-speed descent to the finish line next to the city's castle. Without doubt, the surprise package of last year. Racing in the black of Rafa Condor, John Tiernan-Locke produced a masterclass in climbing, always looking easy, always fluent and quite in control, winning the King of the Mountains competition and 5th in the overall GC.
It's definitely a good shot window for myself. We went into it with no clear objectives, but came out of it with the jersey, and definitely put myself out there a bit. So good memories of that race. The harder the race, the harder the course. The greater the sort of selection, so it's less about tactics and watching out for a soft move, if you like, going up the road, and the terrain takes care of it a bit more, so that suits me.
But it's his climbing ability that has marked this former mountain bike rider out from the crowd. Strength and a plan of attack, the key weapons in his armoury.
You've just got to go into it, keep your powder dry and try and be as fresh as possible for when you hit the climbs. It's such an explosive effort. You're going to need to have not been too active through the day, so the goal is to get there as in as good shape as possible. You can't let your nerves get the better of you, then that's how plans fall apart, or you bottle out of something. So you just got to you come up with a plan and stick to it, or sometimes the nerves help you, that translates into a bit of adrenaline and instinct takes over, and you just so important you can use them to your advantage.
Last year's memorable pictures from Caerphilly Mountain were one of the race highlights, and this year they've added a second lap that'll probably blow the race to bits in the closing stages.
So it's only, I think it's 2 kilometres from the top to the finish. With 2 times up it, there's going to be some big time gaps that we didn't see last year. So it's definitely going to be decisive.
Well, the sun's out here at the finish line, and in many ways, Rob, this is the Queen stage of the Tour of Britain, isn't it? Spectacular scenery and a really spectacular finish that we all enjoyed last year on the equivalent stage.
Yeah, Thor Hushovd took the victory last year in that rainbow jersey. Slightly different, we've got the same finish, but we do it twice now, 2 ascents of Caerphilly Mountain. It's a short climb, but it is steep, and there's a technical descent after it, so it really is going to put the cat amongst the pigeons. Van Poppel, he was 5th last year, but like I say, it was just that 1 ascent. So we could see someone like Jonathan Tiernan-Locke from Endura Racing. This is really going to suit him, and I know he's looking forward to this stage.
He is indeed. I spoke over breakfast this morning, over the sausages and bacon, with the race leader Leigh Howard, and he made no bones about it. He said Tiernan-Locke will attack. I mean, it's an open secret, isn't it? Whether he goes on the first ascent or the second, what do you think?
Quite possibly the first, because it's only a short circuit, this one. It's around 4.5-5 kilometres. So with that descent as well, if you get time, you only need 10 seconds or so. It's going to be awfully difficult to bring that back. OK, well, let's get over to the race now in the capable hands of this man and Hugh Porter.
The field just getting ready to roll out from Welshpool on the way down to Caerphilly. 189 kilometres, this is the Queen stage. 4 major climbs to be negotiated, so this could be where the overall winner finally declares his intentions. Mark Cavendish once again back in his World Champs jersey, that'll make him happy. And there is the IG Markets gold jersey leader, and that is Leigh Howard of Australia.
All 4 of these climbs, all in the back half of the race today, and all 4 of them first category climbs.
The field just completing the rollout before the neutralised flag is pulled in, then the race will be on for real. And believe me, it's going to be some contest today. Well, look at this, Magnus Backstedt on the front of the peloton already trying to get clear. Well, he lives in South Wales. That's where he's destined to arrive today in Caerphilly. So he'd dearly love to try and nail the stage. And at the back, we've got riders from Endura Racing.
Yep, Ian Bibby that was on the back there. As we see Marcin Bialowski there, Node for Giordana. just pressing on the front. Graham Briggs as well, Rally GAC.
Also caught a glimpse of the rider in green from An Post as we see Christian Haas, the leader of the Skoda King of the Mountains. Now, obviously, he's dead keen to get clear because he wants to try and get more points in his pursuit of securing the overall lead in the King of the Mountains contest. He's Backstead at the front, and tucked in at the back is the rider from An Post.